The halls were near silent. A city this size should have had a constant buzz of sound and activity, but there was only the soft whistle of wind through the windows and vents. At the center of the ancestral dwarven home, where the shrine of Moradin once bathed the area in the orange glow of holy firelight, a column of writhing darkness now engulfed the spires of the forge light, reaching from the depths below to the peaks above. So, you guys broke the Shadow Mage's tower last week. Broke it good. Killed the puppeteer that had taken everybody captive. Filbert did ask him if he was one of the sleepers, and it very much told him that he was. You then killed it. As the tower collapsed, you jumped into the teleporter, leaving Marilee trapped in a force cage. And when you came out the other side of this teleporter, you were not in the Shadow Tower anymore. You definitely have the impression that you were back in the Mage's Tower on the Prime. And that's where we left off. So, you guys are spilled out lying on the floor of the bottom teleporter.
I would like to quickly get up and run outside and go look up.
I would like to quickly run outside and go cast Revivify on the mage.
Nope, that's not the right answer. I would like to quickly run outside and look to the left. And then Matt would like to quickly cast Revivify.
I would like to go to this plane's herb garden.
What?
Filbert goes here.
Gosh. You are getting it.
All right. Well, let's deal with all of these things that are happening. The one point of order is, Mav, you're not running anywhere anytime quickly.
Yeah.
That is very true.
I will carry him on my back.
In old man speak, he says, "Carry me! I'm a grandpa."
I do so lovingly.
All right. So, Othig, you guys make a D20 luck check for me, since you're looking for the Archmage to cast Revivify on.
Oh,
that's not good.
That's not gonna cut it.
So, you do find him.
Does he get to make one?
No, just one for the event. You guys do find him, but unfortunately, it is past the minute mark when you do.
Oh no!
And you're not quite sure Revivify would have fixed that. He is kind of a mess. Filbert, as your family runs out to check on the possible dead guy, and you throw yourself in the green teleporter and head up a few floors, you need to make a perception check for me.
On it. I'm a professional.
That's one word.
Hey, that's a 23.
That's pretty good. So you come off the teleporter and you look out into the plant area, and you see what should be a normal growing atrium full of different kinds of herbs and alchemy reagents and things like that functioning normally. And then you hear screaming.
Oh, that's good.
All kinds of screaming. With a 23, there are at least 4 distinct voices here screaming.
Are they all coming from the same direction?
Nope, they're coming from all around the room. And it sounds like they're closing in on you.
That's awesome.
I would like to cast...
I would like to cast... Nope.
I would like to cast help.
I would like to cast... Pass
Nope.
Without a Trace, and then I would like to turn into something that can flatten itself against the wall.
An octopus.
Paper.
I will turn into an octopus. No, I'm going to turn into a giant spider and then go on the ceiling of the teleporter room.
I really wanted an octopus, because then you could kind of camouflage against the wall.
Yeah.
Very much be the octopus from Finding Dory, too.
Yeah, yes.
See, I really want that, but I don't know if it can climb. Do I know if an octopus can climb a wall?
You have
An
suction
octopus.
cup arms.
Then I will be an octopus and be on the ceiling of the teleporter room with Pass Without a Trace cast.
Please make a stealth check.
On it. Nothing I'm doing is going how I planned.
And you should probably roll some temporary hit points.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm going to be on the ceiling directly above the teleporter.
Just looking for that.
So you climb on top of the ceiling, and you spread out, and you go to skin change, as an octopus does, to kind of go into your stealth. Except for some reason it comes out like orange and purple plaid against these bricks. It's just not doing so good.
I am stealthy. I am one with the night. I believe that I am the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need Moon Shape for the old 8 arms and give myself some 10 hit points. Let's go. Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay, so Filbert, what you see is one of the mages who was inside that pod plant earlier.
Oh, that's bad.
Come running into the room, and he's fevered looking, and he's crazy. He very much reminds you of the state that your family was in when they woke up.
Oh, no!
And
what is he doing?
Well, he's casting a lightning bolt back out the doorway.
Oh.
And then you hear, you've heard Thanak do this recently. You believe the spell is called Counterspell. And then you see a fireball come shooting into the room that you're in and detonate.
Oh no!
Please make a dexterity saving throw as you're pinned against the ceiling.
Mav, suck it up!
Mav's like...
that's terrible.
Mav's like nowhere near you.
Nowhere.
Hey, I am a fish. I should be resistant to fire.
Okay, it goes off, and you take 41 points of damage. The mage is incinerated. And then you hear crying and weeping and more screaming coming from in the plant room and a few more explosions.
I will, I maintain Pets Without a Trace. I will attempt to stay hidden on the ceiling. And move into the room? Question mark?
That's up to you. If you want to move into the room, you're going to need to make a new stealth check, which is probably okay.
Yep, I will peek into the room.
That's much better.
You want a perception check?
You peek into the room. No, well, maybe, because I might give you more details if you get this. That's
19.
There's a mage fight going on in here.
Oh, good.
Everybody's screaming and freaking out, and you hear them yelling about different things, and they're blowing stuff up. You guys outside are watching fire explode out of the windows in the tower.
It's not Filbert's fault, I promise. So, question, the guy that's on the ground, is he dead, or is he healable, death saving throws dead?
Well, he had 40 hit points and got hit for 41 points of damage, so he's dead.
Okay. Oh, because they don't work like PCs. They don't get the saving throws.
Nope. He is. Okay. He has been incinerated by taking all of the damage he could possibly take plus 1.
What? Filbert is an ambassador. One moment, please. I would like... do I feel as though I am hidden?
Yeah. You stop being orange and purple.
Yep, that's helpful. I don't have that spell prepared. I have no spells for this. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
No, the memes. The memes are helping, I promise.
It's like... It's like, dude, we didn't put you in this situation.
No, I know. No, this isn't your fault. This isn't your fault. This is my fault. I'm just gonna watch. I have one healing spell, but I'm in my last animal form, and I don't want to lose it. It only has 2 hit points left, and I'd rather wait.
So you guys know that there is now stuff happening inside the Mage's Tower. Things are blowing up from multiple floors, by the way.
For what it's worth, I didn't go outside to check on the mage. I went outside to find Marilee. Is she still in the air?
Oh, shit. No. Marilee is not in the air.
So what floor are you on then? What part of the...
He's in the atrium. Phil's in the atrium. No, Thanok just ran outside.
You are outside. I thought she was in one of the...
She was at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
But the top of the tower in the Fae is tilted.
So she went out.
Okay. So she's still in the Shadowfell.
She should be almost directly above where the Archmage's
corpse was.
body was.
Okay, so you're outside with Mav and I?
That means she's still in the Shadowfell.
No sign of her.
You're outside with Mav and I then, right? You're in that same area?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Mav. I'm going to look up at that and be like, you want me to bring you, or do you want to sit down here? File.
I mean, you should bring me.
Okay, I'm going to bring you.
I just won't be sucking up any spells.
I'm gonna make sure Thanok's coming with me before I march in there with a super exhausted dwarf.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going in.
Mike, was there any way that we were able to calm people down when they were freaking out like that? Was there anything we were able to do?
Grappled them.
Yeah.
Lesser restoration didn't work, right?
Yeah, the turtle did work too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any polymorphs left.
Mike, I'm gonna use my second wind before I march back in there.
Okay. You do know that there was very little that you found overly effective. I don't remember if restoration of any kind worked much at all. I don't think
I don't know if we were trying it.
I tried lesser restoration on somebody and it didn't work.
Yeah. I thought that's
as far as I'm aware, the only thing that worked was just time. Was just being in a non-aggressive stance, backing away from them, and then time.
I'm amazed that these guys are able to cast spells in this state. I feel like that's insane, but awesome, but terrifying, because holy crap.
No, they're not raging, they're just terrified.
So, as you guys come back in the building, you do see a young woman come running out. She's screaming, her hair's all crazy, her robes are tattered and ripped, and it looks like she's smoking a little bit. And then and she sees you, and she screams and turns around and runs the other way.
I'm just waiting to loot.
Like we know what's happening. Like we can identify what's happening, or are we just like there's people and they're screaming?
You have a pretty good idea.
I think we would understand what was happening.
Then, in that case, I'm trying to see. Gosh, I feel like.
Did she run? Did she run back into the tower?
Yeah, like she was terrified of you, so she ran back into the tower.
Do I have to put Mav down before I do anything?
Depends on what you're going to
say. It does depend on what you're going to do. Hey, is Mav's screen for anybody else just completely bonkers?
No,
screen's fine for me.
For me, Mav is all like pixelated and artifacted and all crazy.
Smile.
I wish you could see what I'm seeing, because like a smile showed up on the other side of the screen, like far away from his head, and started popping up and down like chattering teeth.
You should have snapped it.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you. I can handle this now.
What the horror!
It was pretty.
I just imagine like a mouth on your chair.
Yeah.
I do have enough. If we can get them within 40 feet of each other, I do have calm emotions.
Okay, well,
you have it. How wonderful!
Can I bolo her, or do I have to put Mav down?
You would have to put Mav down and bolo her, but I think you could do both.
Is she gonna put me down? Is she going to be out of range by the time? Like, I don't know where she is in relation to how like away.
You don't need to be gentle with me.
Yep, she practically ran right into you guys. You're you're right there on the other side of the door, and she came busting through those doors.
All right, well then I'm going to put Mav down and try to bowl.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay. Gosh,
that's terrible.
Come on,
guys, what are we doing?
It's clothy.
That's a 2 plus 11, and She just runs through one of the far doors, screaming. Doesn't even notice that you threw something at her.
I'm gonna pick back up my bolo and. Are we going after her, or are we going somewhere else? I'll pick Mav back up too.
I don't think we need to worry about her. I'm not.
You
really
said that we saw that out of multiple levels, like all levels, or certain ones.
There were multiple levels.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go first and try to find chaos?
Well, Phil's probably with the mushrooms.
I mean, I think we would all.
He
be
told
able
us
to
that,
deduce-
so yeah.
I don't know if he told us that, but I think we'd all be able to deduce the only thing of interest he would have here.
You didn't say that before you went.
No, he didn't.
No,
He didn't tell us that.
He told the DM. He just
I was
did
the
all.
last one to speak. You guys had already run off.
We were all like, guys, we need to be outside to look for stuff. And Phil's like, hey, but mushrooms.
And when
Everyone
you,
here should be dead. That means their stuff is up for grabs.
when you say at the end,
Turns out they're not dead yet.
What'd you say, Ryan?
what did you say at the end? You said something.
About I don't even remember.
Oh, all right. I was just trying to find out what you said at the end of your sentence. I think I cut you off.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even remember talking. I'm super not feeling well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just like,
What floor do we want to go to? Because like, you just want to like work our way up, or what?
maybe this is what I was saying, but I think we could deduce that he was wanting to go to the only place that he would have.
That he cared about when we were in the
Yeah.
Fae. All right,
Yeah.
so that's where we'll head to then. Where did that woman disappear to? Like, which direction?
She ran back towards the library side, which is where you have to go to get into the teleporter anyways. So she's in there somewhere.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'll keep a lookout for her. Which teleporter brings it? It's the green one, right?
Yep, the green one. So you guys get in the green room, you zip up to the teleporter, and instantly you see a very curious octopus.
I have a 25 stealth on my second one.
They're looking for you.
Oh,
We're probably looking for an octopus.
covered in shadow. I am the night.
We've seen this trick before.
Yeah.
I am the
I would-
darkness.
This is old hat.
I would say because you're all blobbed up on that side of the wall and peeking over, you're
I'm
pretty
not paying attention.
you're
That's
pretty
fine.
obvious.
I'm an octopus. I'm a giant octopus, so I'm not even a little octopus.
So you guys definitely find Phil, and you hear the spell fighting going on just inside the plant room. Stuff's on fire. Things are exploding.
Oh, that's unacceptable.
I'll take a peek.
There are currently... Make a perception check for me. Oh, never mind. You already did. 4. So you kind of just stand there and you're like, I think something's going on in here.
Can I see like how many people are actively engaged in like
No.
that?
There's at least 3.
Okay. So I'll relay that to the group.
Filbert, you know there's 5 because you've been watching.
I have been.
I'll wave to Phil. Tell him to probably motion for him to come down here because we should probably take care of it.
I'm not looking at you at all. I'm really, really paying attention to what's going on in there.
Do we need to take care of it? I mean, I feel like we need to, but I don't know
Yeah,
how.
there's stuff in here. It's still good. I mean, I'm an octopus. I
People
don't say that.
dying.
Oh, well, people die. That's what people do.
Oh
I
my
apparently
God.
don't, but everyone else does.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well,
We don't have any way to stop.
We're pretty beat up. Mav's like pushing death here, and I think there's 3 mages fighting. So, do we really want to take care of this, or should we just like nope?
There is a dead smoking corpse in the room with you as well. Let's not forget
and,
that.
let's. Can we take the dead smoking corpse to a different room so we can revivify him?
Back.
Has that been a minute?
I thought we said
That's
that
going to
was-
have been a minute since he got
Okay.
killed.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you just want to go back to the library?
Well, I mean, unless you want to like grapple some of these mages.
I mean,
none of us are really in
any kind of fighting shape.
yep, none of us are
doing great.
I can grapple one of the 3 mages.
Yeah, this is all going to resolve itself in less than an hour.
Yep.
It's going to resolve itself in less than a minute.
Which is also
I'm
really
saying
sad.
I'm saying no matter what happens,
Yeah,
this will be resolved in an hour.
which is really sad, but I feel like if we, like, it'll get resolved. One of us will get resolved, possibly, if we try to.
One of us will get resolved.
No, I'm serious, though. Like,
He ain't coming back.
I
That
think
would
it's a
give
real
us
possibility.
results.
All right.
Here's the thing. They are fighting out of fight or flight response.
Yeah,
If we get in there, then that's just going to spur more of that.
yeah.
So there isn't anything that we can do that's going to...
The only thing we could do is try to calm emotion, but that'll wear off the second somebody gets hit by an attack.
It'll wear off.
In a minute.
Yeah, I mean, even if that calms them down for, the length of the spell, after it wears off, they'll still go back to being crazy.
Tony?
And we knew that it took some amount of time to calm down our families happened, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
helping.
Well, but my point was that we could calm emotions and then try to come up with a more permanent resolution. But you'd have to get all, in your case, 3 fighting mages to be hit, so that they're not shooting at each other.
Yeah, how hard is that?
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah. That was kind of my point.
I got a 20-foot radius.
That's not far enough, I'm afraid. That's just not far enough. I mean, that's gonna put us in the middle of the room, right in the middle of, like, everyone's like an independent party here. I'm just gonna soak up attacks.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think we can survive.
Good news is my speed's only halved,
That one
not
was mine. Give it back.
gone.
I don't do this often, but I'm gonna turn to Thanak and say, we have to go. And I'm going to carry Mav back down.
I can
Alright.
carry myself in this room. Thank you.
So you guys step back on the teleporter and you're going back downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out of the tower.
All right, if Othig is going to carry Mav, then I will carry Phil.
Does it look like there are valuable reagents in this room?
You can only assume there were.
But they're all on fire now?
There is an ever-spreading fire, and the fumes are really noxious.
No
actually,
2 reagents are not on
just because of what's burning. It's pretty nasty smelling in there.
I'll crawl over the teleporter and fall on Thanak.
Would it be beneficial for us to stay up here and wait for them to be done? So
That's
we can
what I was
verify the
gonna
last
do.
one?
Now that I'm a person. Because I'm assuming that fall will knock me out of octopus form. I'll fall on Thanak and I'll just, respond with, yeah, I assumed I'd be able to loot after they all, perished.
Well, one of them's going to live.
Well,
Probably.
yeah, but that one I can
I
cast
mean, maybe
full person
not.
on.
If he's throwing fireballs, he might get caught and catch himself.
That's fair.
Like I said, probably.
Here's the bottom line, though. If any of them survive, they're going to run out of spell slots soon. So, in a few minutes, this is going to be over no matter what.
Fair enough. And a mage without spell slots is basically just a person.
Yeah. I mean, if any
yeah.
of them survive, they'll just start slapping each other.
Which is funny.
Or they're just gonna, maybe hide? Which
Here, I'll help you with your persuasion check, Thanak. You try and convince them to stay.
If we just wait it out,
I don't want to stay.
Oh,
we just wait it out until we stop hearing magical explosions and whatnot, then we can kind of go back through systematically and see what's going on and who's left over, if there's anyone left.
I don't think there's any reason to stay here, honestly.
You just want to move on completely?
We could use their help.
I want to find
Potentially.
Mary. Beyond that, I don't care.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the reasons that we came here, was because we were trying to solicit help from the Mage's Tower.
we were.
And I would like their help trying to get Mary Lee back.
And I think we kind of need to take a rest here anyway.
None of them are in any kind of shape to do anything to help us.
I know, not right now, but if we give it, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to hopefully resolve itself. Like Tony said, like, this guy's gonna run out of spell slots, and then
Yeah, but based on what we know from our family, they will not be any kind of help for us any time in the near future. Even if once they run out of spell slots, they're still gonna be feral.
I know that, but
What's up, man?
Question. We have 3 salves left, which are not enough for us.
No, we took ours.
Yep, I know. So, if we were to, let's say, send, I don't know, Othe to grab one that came by us like a tarantula hunting prey, pull him in here, knock him unconscious, salve him up, and bring him back.
We know that the stuff only wakes them up. It doesn't fix the feralness.
That's how we woke
right.
woke the other ones up in the first place. And they were still feral.
So, my question then is, you guys have thrown out most of the options that you could possibly throw out here. Inside or outside of the tower, where are you hiding? Or in waiting this out?
I think we need to go outside.
Yeah, because the tower's going to fall down. There's mages in here, and all they do is blow things up.
I think
Pretty accurate.
I think the longer that we are in the tower, the more chance that we're going to run into somebody who is hiding or thinks they're hiding before, and just cause more chaos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and we should leave because every time you guys have been in a mage's tower so far, it's gotten destroyed. So we should just get
Not
out.
every time.
Both times.
No, we were in 3.
Where's the third one?
The first one didn't get destroyed.
To be fair,
If I remember right, you have
built
a
a mage
mage that's
tower.
still mad at you.
No, she's not mad at me. We talk.
we're much better.
I don't know
taught
about
me
much
enchanting.
better.
She taught me enchanting, so she's not mad at me.
All right.
Sure, I mean the
Calm down.
methods taught me how to hide.
All right.
Would
So
you? Never mind.
You guys go outside the tower. As you're moving through that bottom floor, you do see that blonde mage chick again running around screaming.
I will
let her. I will let her run around and scream.
Yeah, I say we just go the opposite direction out the tower.
Is she a human?
Elf, from the look of it.
Does she look like a secretary?
Nope, she looks like a wizard.
A wizard, like a okay. Does she look frail?
Nah, she looks like a wizard elf. So yes.
Thanak, bring that one with us. At least one of them will survive if the tower falls down then.
Why?
Because we need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk to her now.
No,
You don't
bring her
get
with
all
us.
over.
We'll kidnap her. Make her paranoia something to actually focus on.
I will set Mav down and Bolo.
Got her.
No, why? Why?
I'm gonna cast one
Why?
person on her.
Here's what's going to happen.
Because Phil wants one.
I
Phil
want
also
one.
wanted to go up into the tower.
I
Yeah,
did
how
go
did
up
that
into the
go?
tower. It went well.
Phil's also
What do
been
you-
killed twice.
Yes. Maybe we should... Phil killed his mushroom friend.
No, I harvested him.
No,
just
yeah,
I want to
murder.
harvest her.
He didn't kill,
Not
he
the same. I don't want to
murdered.
harvest her the same way.
So
No, but
don't-
honestly, what do we need her for?
Answers.
She can't give us answers.
Not right now. She will in a couple of days.
So let's wait. I don't want to drag around a crazy wizard for 3 days.
Okay.
Do you?
A little. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be dragging wizards anywhere for a few days because we're going to need to rest here after this is like diffused itself.
Yeah.
thumbs up or
know.
thumbs down on the whole capture. They're chicky.
I'm voting no.
Okay, I'm going to head outside.
Okay. So you guys head outside, and
I'm gonna head out.
now that you've spent a little bit more time outside, you've noticed something very strange. In an area, quite a large area over the Mage's Tower, the sky is clear and normal. Looking out down towards Ilanos, the sky is normal. Everywhere else, the sky is dark purple. And cloudy and misty and in that shadow funk that you guys saw right before you went into the Fae to avoid it.
Shadow Funk, best album of
It's really good right where
1977.
we are, and it's okay at Ilanos and everywhere else. It's just
Yep. As far as you can tell from where you're at, it looks like the circle. It's almost a perfect circle of clear, and and the circle that you're in currently looks like it's centered on the Mage's Tower, and the one over Ilanos looks like it's centered on, I don't know, maybe a day's walk north of Ilanos, and they're about 10 miles wide, maybe bigger than that.
Is there a clear spot above Marias
Nope.
where we cleared out the hags? Were they sleepers?
You don't know, but everywhere else you can see is dark.
Okay. And we can't see Mariasi from here,
I don't even
right?
know that we'd
No,
be
you'd
able
be
to
able to see Mariasi from here.
And there isn't a clear spot there?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I guess they weren't sleepers.
Yeah, you're like halfway up on a mountainside at the Mage Tower, so you got a long line of sight.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting this is a different Mage Tower.
Yeah, this is not the one south of town.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's the one south of town.
So what is making the clear? Okay.
Well, we've got some time to pass.
All right. So you guys, are you taking a short rest, a long rest, what are you doing?
What time of day is it even?
It's early night.
Can we
kinda
do a
wanted-
4-day rest?
We just took a rest not too long ago, depending on how coming out of the Shadow Fae and everything affected us.
Yeah, you need to take a 4-day rest. Can't do that just yet. I kind of wanted to just wait until there was no sounds of magical explosions and death happening. That's really what I was waiting for. So what did that be, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes? That was kind of going to
Or a
be...
week.
I thought that would be kind of the cue to reassess what's going on inside the tower.
Okay. So you wait a while, and the explosions don't seem to subside anytime soon. It goes on for another hour. It does slow down, but they don't go away. You wait, it's quiet for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then they start up again. They don't last quite as long, but there's more. It's like an infomercial of magical power. At one point in time, the entire north side of the tower blows out. And there's like an ice storm raging out of it, and giant hailstones are flying out of the side of this tower, and then it goes quiet. How long do you want to wait?
Like 10 minutes max.
Well, you wait.
I'm setting up camp. I'm setting up camp, and I'm getting everybody's bedroll out, and I'm getting everybody's tents out. That's what I'm doing.
Filbert is
You don't-
just
you don't
standing
wanna-
and staring at the tower, waiting for everyone to tell him he can go back inside.
You don't want to go back through first?
No, absolutely not.
You want to rest out here?
They're not casting spells out here.
Oh, not yet.
No one is casting spells out here.
Someone's left over, and they're bound to go somewhere, do something.
No, they're bound to sit and hide. Like, if we go after them, there's going to be more spells. Clearly, they're not done.
Alright.
While
Like,
we're
I
taking
love how you
our
want to
short
go in there
rest-
with, like, 20 hit points.
Well,
against mages.
I'm just
while
thinking,
we
I'd
are
rather rest inside if it's possible, and I'm thinking that we can probably find out that there's like one left now.
And he'll cast spells at us and force us to kill him. I mean, listen, I'm setting up camp, you do you.
Well, I'm not going. Othig's not going in by himself, so if we're setting up camp, we're setting up.
If the others want to go with you, that's fine. I'm setting up camp.
Well, Mav can't go in with me.
probably
He
already.
can, but it's not going to benefit
can.
any.
He's just slow and not much use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Lots
he's
of
like
spells.
normal.
All right.
So
You
all right,
guys
camp.
set up camp. Filbert sets up his rituals. While you're in setting up the tiny hut, I'm assuming, Filbert, because it's a ritual. While you're in the hut, you do see a young. It looks like he's maybe 12. Mage boy come running out of the tower. He runs up on top of the hut, jumps up and down a bunch of times, and then just tears off into the countryside.
Seems accurate.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. He can go do what he wants.
Adam's like, that's going to be a good story later.
Yep.
But you make it through your long rest, so you guys, it's a longer than normal long rest because Tony was right. You did rest the morning before you went into the tower, so you're in there for
an hour ago.
A good chunk of hours. No, you guys explored the tower for a long time.
Oh, did we? Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of rooms. There was a lot of harvesting and gathering of stuff. That didn't go quick.
Yeah.
That's valid.
So it's not an hour. I mean, it wasn't no 2 days, but it definitely wasn't an hour.
Does Mav get 1 point of exhaustion back?
Mav will get 1 point of exhaustion back.
Got him.
Hey guys, my hit points aren't halved anymore.
That's good.
What are they now?
They're still not great.
Oof. Still half. It's still half mine.
Oh, hey, Othic, who did you give aid to?
Everybody has it now. Oh, I will cast aid as the first thing I do pretty much every day.
Oh, okay, so we should just keep those on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get it though. It's the others, right?
Yep. Because you do you and become things.
I do it. What I do.
So you guys, you're in the hut. Morning's come. As far as you know, only one person came out of the tower and took off.
Got him. He is the ultimate hero of Ultimate Destiny.
So, and we don't hear anything?
No.
No.
Okay,
You haven't for a long time.
I'm gonna hit the war gong for our 1v4 a day.
All right. So you give the war gong a good old clangaroo.
I was gonna cast Pass Without a Trace, but I'm not gonna do that.
You should definitely do that still.
No.
You can do it now after I hit the war gong.
It's okay. We're gonging. We're gonging.
Andy, I read Beacon of Hope during short rest as Bacon of Hope, and I was like, yes.
Oh, yeah!
That is.
I'm
I
with that.
have Bacon of Hope.
Bacon of Hope is the best breakfast spell ever.
Freaking awesome.
It's like Hero's Feast, but better.
Yeah.
Bacon.
So, you guys going inside then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you go in past that first door, and the first thing you notice is there is a very caustic smell on this floor.
Of acid?
Opening the second door, you see that almost the entirety of the floor has been turned to acid. There's stones here and there sticking up that are not, but for the most part, it has been transmuted into, you don't know how deep the pools are. It's a very thick, green, viscous acid.
Hey, Otha, you want to stick your glaive in there? See how deep it is?
I guess I could use my slightly dissolved staff to test it.
All right. So it's not very deep, and you're thankful for that, but it is actually super corrosive. Your slightly dissolved glaive staff is now about a foot shorter.
Slightly dissolved staff. This thing is getting a lot of good use.
And that's here?
That's, as far as you can tell, it goes on into the library as well.
Oh, wait. No. I don't have that right now.
Oh no, you gave it to your people.
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
That's right.
But did you actually give it to him? Because they already had weapons.
I gave it to him.
He gave him everything he had that he didn't need it.
Okay.
Gave him a good bow.
I don't know how many more 10-foot circles you need, Phil.
Oh, I'm turning into a giant spider, and I'm going to crawl along the walls. And I'm going to try and make it to the green teleporter. weaving I would like to make a web on the wall so my brothers can climb on the wall at least somewhat majestically.
And you put the web on the floor?
No, there's acid there. What are you thinking?
Above the acid?
No, that's no fun. Let's go.
Mike, did you say there were stones sticking out that we could walk on?
Yeah, you'd be able to step around most of it if you were
I'll just
careful.
while Phil is,
I now
while
understand
Phil
what
is
you're
not
asking
listening
me.
at all.
No, Tony wasn't listening.
I'm aware.
Andy, I legitimately thought Andy was just telling me to put webs in the acid. I didn't realize he was telling me to make a hammock. I will make a hammock.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm still going to walk on the steps.
Like, why would he do that? Why?
No.
Gosh.
So you get to the other side of the library, and you see that part of the ceiling has collapsed here and come down and formed a rubble pile. There is a blonde woman buried under the rubble. Half of her is laying in the acid dissolved.
Oh.
So I guess
Hey,
it's
I have
not
a
laying
question.
in the acid anymore.
Yeah,
Been more than a minute.
do we still have the stones or whatever they were that allowed us to go up
You
the
do?
middle?
Yep.
To what?
The
To
middle
use the teleporter.
The middle tower.
Oh.
The middle teleporter. Do they seem to work in this?
They do work.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to traverse the day before had they not worked.
It's true.
Oh, it's
Phil got himself almost killed using it, which brings up a good point of how did one of us get up there and without the others?
No, the green
stones
one's
to use
open.
the green towers.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Just the middle one.
Yep.
gotcha. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's how Filbert got himself in trouble.
So
There's no restriction.
which floor are you headed for? You headed for the green floor, the purple floor, the yellow floor?
I will
should
wait
probably
for
check all of them.
instructions.
We should
Should
probably
we
check
start
all
at the
of
top?
Yeah, let's start at the top.
So the red top?
Yeah, the one that's most likely to get us killed.
I'm a giant spider.
So you go up to the top floor, and the top floor is an absolute disaster of furniture and books and debris is everywhere. The three side towers are all bedrooms. The doors have been blown open. Half the tower is open to the air, and there is a 30-ish young man walking around picking up books and mumbling to himself.
Does he see us?
He has not noticed you yet. He's definitely not looking towards the area of the teleporter. And the doors don't make any sound when they appear. They just magically form. So
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
Did you actually end up casting Pass Without Trace on us then?
No, I'm a spider.
Okay.
Does he look angry?
well, he's definitely not engaging in feral-like behavior. He's collecting the books, which doesn't strike you as something that they would do if they were nutty.
Yeah.
Mav
guess
would
we'll go
speak
out
up and say, "Excuse me, sir."
Oh, friend.
He screams and drops the books and turns around, and he's got his hands pointed at you, and they start crackling with lightning. And then he calms
Everyone keep your
down,
hands up.
and he's like, "Okay, are you real?"
I'm going to turn and punch Phil.
I'm a spider.
That's okay.
Three dwarves and a giant spider. I don't.
To be fair, the giant spider's also a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
I just nod.
And he just kicks some books around. He's like, "I thought I was awake. I'm not awake still." And he just starts walking to the edge of the tower.
Sir, you are awake.
No, I'm not. You're with a spider.
Would it help if I made him not a spider?
I don't want to know. I have so many of these.
Oh,
Maybe you shouldn't use them willy-nilly then.
I want him to understand that I don't want him to do anything rash, and that we're just trying to help the people came out of this thing okay, and that he really is awake.
He just sits down and starts crying. Your persuasion check is enough. He He's sitting on the edge, and then he just lays down like a child and just starts to sob.
I'm going to console him.
Being petulant.
Like a child.
Like a child.
So, about 5 minutes passes, and he gets a little more self-control. And he's like, "You have no idea what we've been through. Did you find anyone else?"
I want to hear his story, but can he tell us his name?
His name is Cohen.
Do we know Cohen?
I don't think we've heard that name.
No, I don't think he would have.
Can he just tell us what happened?
We were working on the sleeping curse. The whole tower was involved in the research, and I don't remember anything after that. Really, he's struggling. He's like, I do, but I know none of it was real, but it was all so real. And he starts to talk about being in a perpetual state of nightmares for 2 weeks in his mind. At least that's how long he thinks it is, based on the magical calendar device that they keep in the research area.
Is he not sure if they really were working on that then, or not?
He's having a hard time distinguishing anything at the moment from reality and not reality.
Where did he think they did the research that they were working on?
Here.
Like in this room or a different?
Oh, all throughout the whole tower. The whole tower was working on it.
Has he found any evidence of it yet?
What do you mean?
Like, if they were working on stuff, I imagine they'd have some documentation. Like, has he found anything that...
Oh, yeah.
He has.
I mean, it's a lot of it's blasted and magically nearly obliterated or frozen, but I mean, everywhere he turns, he's finding. You guys could find books on dream magic.
But this... Okay, alright, so I guess not the kind of work that I thought they were working on. Like... Okay. Does he remember, like, where they were at with it?
He said just going in circles. They weren't able to really put anybody else... they weren't able to wake anybody else up without using extraordinarily powerful magic, and only the archmages were capable of such things. He's the only he's the only mage in the tower that had access to this floor that wasn't one of the three archmages. And he said everything they did seemed very fruitless.
Does he... was there a young boy that was part of this tower?
Yes. Rudolph.
Von Richten?
His last name is Von Richten.
Don't do that.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Going to say it.
He's little Rudy. Yes, he was a boy only of 11. Have you seen him?
He ran off in the woods.
We saw him run off last night.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to find him. And he looks a little worried. He gets up and he shuffles over to one of the archmage's rooms and he says, "By tomorrow." Okay.
By tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm a spider.
Well, Mav was going to ask a question, so it's okay. What's going on tomorrow?
He's a lycanthrope, and tomorrow's the full moon.
Excellent!
Is it really Von Richten?
The name does not ring a bell with this guy. With Cohen.
We also have never heard that name. So
nope, none of you ever would have heard that name.
That's true. We can't even ask that question. Gosh, it's totally him, though.
You guys are the worst metagamers ever.
To be fair, we're the worst players ever. We cause a lot of problems.
Hey, I was going to try and stop the tower from killing everyone, but probably wouldn't have been
As
successful.
an octopus?
I got this. Come on. I had 8 arms and 2 hit points. I got this.
Let it go.
Well...
Are we going to help him?
I mean, we we don't have anything else going on at the moment, so sure.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
It's a valid point.
Honestly, I was thinking like, I don't know, like, does he know he's like the only one left tower? Like, does he know or think that? Like either one?
He hasn't left this floor since the fighting started.
So he wasn't involved in the fighting.
He was. Last thing he remembers is he fireballed somebody in the atrium room and then hid for a little bit. And then after a bit, he made a dash for the teleporter and then came up here.
Okay.
Were the Archmages up here when he got up here?
No, he hasn't seen them.
We have some of the self, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One's on the ground outside,
The other two are dead in a different room.
in the Shadowfell.
Yeah, but they still would have. Well, maybe they wouldn't have.
The other one got returned to this plane, remember?
Yeah,
On crit.
I was thinking. I was thinking that when we came through, everybody else did, but they didn't.
That's a valid question. When we were fighting the Archmages on the other plane, were we fighting their bodies or their like discorporeal selves?
You're pretty sure you were fighting their bodies.
Could
No.
Othig have stabbed through the force cage?
No.
No.
You totally could have sent her back to the material plane. Just saying.
But he wouldn't have been able to.
Force
Not-
cage is non-penetrable.
You need
What if he crit the force cage itself?
I don't think you can banish
No,
a force
because
cage.
the force cage was from that plane when it was created. Hey, that's how it works, right?
That's a true story.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Othig's picking up on some magic.
Yeah.
Ryan's picking up on some magic.
Anywho.
So he's unsure if
anyway.
anybody else survived. You guys know that Rudy survived.
Reason. Yeah. So I guess I just want to tell him like our side of the story. Then the other thing I wanted to add, we have some of that salve left on us. So I guess I want to tell him like our side of the story, but I also want him to look at this salve to see if it like I want him to understand what it is and see if it's something that he can produce more.
Phil would know that it is. You cannot reproduce this without the Mushroom Man
Okay.
or another one of them.
Have you seen the Mushroom Man?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I just want to tell him our side of the story and tell him that
Something like that.
we'll help find
Sure.
Rudy.
Thank you.
Okay. He asks you when the sky cleared. He's looking out over the sky now.
Did you say
Can we
when
say
it's
that
clear?
we don't know?
Yeah, we really don't know. Like,
When we killed the sleeper,
I would assume sometime in the last.
yeah, but we don't really know. I mean, I guess we can surmise that happened, but we don't really know because we weren't in this plane when we did.
Well, was it? Could we, when we were coming up on this place before we got into the Shadow Realm or whatever, but not the Shadowfell, but the other one?
Shadow Fae.
Yeah, it was
Jeff
it was clearly covered. The Mage Tower was. You could see it from where
So-
you were.
So we assume that it was because.
Either way, it was sometime yesterday.
He gets a very puzzled look on his face, and he runs to another area of the tower floor that you're on, and he's like, help me with this, and he's trying to lift a bookshelf.
Yeah.
I will move
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Okay, so you guys all go over, you help him. There is a few magical devices there that you don't quite recognize. One of them, it's a pedestal with a post, and there's all sorts of different globes and spheres and metal rings and things attached to it. And another one's a very strange-looking crystal rod, and he puts that in the base of the post, and all of the pieces begin to spin. And as they do, it shows you a circle, a sphere, really, a three-dimensional sphere, and it's really weird for you guys because none of you have probably seen a globe before, but you can tell that up in the northern hemisphere of this sphere is your continent, from maps that you have seen, and there's just, it looks like it's just water and fog that cover most of the rest of the place. So all of the stuff you guys know on maps you can see, and then there's other hints of land, but it's mostly obscured and foggy, and you don't quite know what's out there. And it's spinning around, and you watch as he begins to cast some incantations on this thing, and the globe stops spinning, and it zooms, and it turns to a flat map, and it zooms in over the area where you are, and it shows areas that are covered by the fog, by the purple fog, and it is spread from, it is thickest in Euros, and it is spread all the way across the Northern Empire, and it is now crossing the sea. Northern Balanovia and the eastern borders of Shamsburg are now affected by this fog as well.
Oh, nothing bad could be happening.
Not at all.
There are, every once in a while, you do see a circle of clear, much like you see it on the map over the two places that I mentioned earlier, directly over the Mage Tower and just a little north of Illinois.
What's he looking for in doing this? Does he just want to check out like that?
He's looking to see how far the fog is spread.
Okay. He says that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He said because when he saw that the sky was clear, it triggered a memory that the last thing they did were trying to cast incantations to keep the fog at bay from overtaking the Mage's Tower.
Okay.
It didn't work.
They were unsuccessful.
Is there anything else that he wants to try to find out here?
To be honest, he looks at you and he's like, I'm not sure. Everything is so muddly. It's like a dream. 15 minutes after you're awake, you don't remember it. Even though you swore when you woke up you were going to tell all your best friends.
Okay. Well,
Phil's going to turn into a person and say, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I guess because we're going to be with him for a while, so we'll probably help him through this process. So I feel like, I don't know, something still, but I guess we're going to help him find Rudy, and we should probably also use the bag to talk to the Emperor about what's going on where we are.
Use the bag. What bag?
Don't we have that?
We don't have that anymore.
No, they recollected that at the end of the end of your formal service.
Okay.
That was when we were in the Underdark?
Yeah, the message bag.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Feels very alone.
Filbert is going to start looking through all of the sleeper stuff and see if he can find the origination of the fog. I'm assuming it's Euros, but Phil
they know that Ground Zero is Euros.
Good. Do you have access to a teleportationator, a thing that makes us go places? Do you have a thing that does that?
As a matter of fact, we do. We have a teleportation circle on this very floor.
Good. Is there one in Euros by chance?
There is. There's one in most of the larger cities on the continent.
Wonderful. Can you send us there?
I'll have to find the sigil, but yes, sigil.
Good. Let's do that. Let's go there and let's pick a fight.
Well, let's find Rudy.
You don't want to help him find Rudy first?
No, he's a 10-year-old boy. They hide so well. It's not our problem.
Why does he want to find Rudy so bad?
He doesn't want.
He's a werewolf.
No, theoretically he's not. He's a rarer stranger in that he is a werebat.
Do you want to find him now?
No,
I
don't want to find him at all.
Whoa.
Nope. Filbert doesn't want anything to do with lycanthropy.
I'm just a little worried if he changes and he's out there in the wild. He could fly quite far.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really. Is there a reward?
He looks around the room. He's like, I don't even know where to begin answering that question.
Dude's livelihood just got taken from him, and all his friends got incinerated. Some by him.
Yeah, our family got obliterated by another thing of
I'm walking to get some chips.
I don't...
Did you just say... He did. I thought he meant that as like, thing. I was like, did you just say you're going to get guac and chips? I definitely have not introduced any guac and chips in this episode.
He's not in a button-pushing mood today, and I don't know what to do.
Does he have the ability to plane shift?
Oh.
Maybe. I might. Well, yes, I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. I haven't practiced the spell, but I'm going to assume, since you've said all my masters are dead, that I have access to their spell books.
Yes.
And he smirks a little bit, and then you can tell he feels very bad for smirking.
Filbert's just going to pat him on the back and say, "It's about time you were in charge."
Yeah, I will pull out my Kren spear. I will dub him Archmage of the Tower.
I feel like he's obligated, to carry this knowledge on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna need some. What's? And he just sits down and starts to cry again. He's like, I don't know what's happening or what anyone is doing.
Andy, cast Calm Emotions. I said, Mav, cast Calm Emotions on him. Make him stop crying.
No, it's okay to cry. He's fine.
Not when we need him. He can cry when we're done with him.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
He's just...
When did you become so heartless?
The last time I died.
Gosh!
Maybe I should cast Calm Emotions on Phil.
Maybe. You haven't tried that yet.
Maybe you should cast Emotions on Phil.
Filbert isn't...
Give emotions.
Grant emotions.
So he pulls himself back together and he's like, I'm good. Why do we want a plane shift? I thought we wanted to teleport. I'm just confused.
His girlfriend's stuck in the the Shadowfell, and he wants to go save her.
Oh dear, by herself?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't have a plane shift.
Yeah, she's stuck there by herself.
That's terrible. I'm sure we'll find her.
We need to not cast the spell while we're standing, though, because if we go to the Shadowfell where we're standing right now, we're gonna fall to our deaths like your boss did.
It doesn't work like that, but okay.
I mean, I figured it worked one way that way.
So what do you want him doing? Do you want him researching, trying to find the sigil for the magic teleportation circle, or do you want him learning plane shift?
You can learn plane shifts.
Okay.
And then we'll get Marilee, we'll go find Rudolph.
That's a waste of time.
Oh my gosh. While we are finding Rudolph, then he can learn teleportation. Does that work? Is that feasible for him?
Yeah. I'm cool with this because I want to help him because this guy just almost lost everything.
We need to help everybody.
Yes, starting with this guy. If we don't help this guy, then we didn't help everybody.
I feel like helping this guy will help us help ourselves on what we're trying to get accomplished.
Only kind of.
Good, then only kind of.
Right, as the fog continues to spread and devour more of the nation and the world. The fog is spreading.
To be an ass.
Bottom line here is that Marilee is part of the family.
Oh no, I'm not arguing with the Marilee part at all.
He doesn't care about the boy.
I don't. We're going to spend days looking for this boy as we are watching the fog spread across the world.
How much time will it take him to learn teleportation?
8 hours.
So
I think we're in a better spot. I mean, before it was completely covered, and now it's not completely covered. So I think we're actually making progress.
It wasn't completely covered. What I just listened to Mike, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, He pulled up the thing, and you can visibly watch the fog spreading from Euros.
Yes.
So we don't have long.
It was covered over here before. It's currently not. That's progress.
You have about a. He would tell you have about a week before it hits the Southern Empire at the rate that it's spreading.
We got a whole week!
And millions of people in that week are going to get hurt. Just because it's not hitting our nation doesn't mean it's not going to hit Setnovia or Balanovia or the rest of the Northern Kren Empire. Do we not care about any of those people? We care about one boy.
No one's saying we don't care about those people. No one's saying that.
If we go and we spend a day looking for the boy, that is hundreds, if not thousands of people that the fog spreads to. Mathematically, is that not a correct statement? Like, Filbert's not trying to be rude here, and I appreciate the emotional investment. The utilitarian statement is, we go and look for one boy and spend a day, or we go to Euros and stop the fog and save hundreds or thousands of lives.
I know how you're viewing this situation. I totally get how you're viewing this situation. Othic just views it different. He's going to help this boy in the off chance that this old mage is able to help us in that capacity. And even if he's not, it doesn't matter.
This guy is not old. He's like 30.
Oh, sorry.
He's like...
I thought you said he was old.
No, and I was under the assumption he was going to help us either way if we go find the boy or not.
I think he very much wants to help us either way.
Sure.
But regardless...
Gotcha. So, Filbert will stand the ground on, we need to go to Euros over saving the boy. That is where Filbert will take his stand.
Well, you do have 8 hours to kill, at least.
It's true. If we think we can find the boy and be back here in 8 hours, that's fine. But
as determined as Othic probably is about this, he ultimately will follow everyone out because that's what he does.
Right.
He's gonna stay with his family. He's gonna fight for them. He's gonna protect them. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah. We need to go get Marilee. That needs to be the first thing we do. So the other thing aside, let's go get Marilee.
Well, you got 8 hours before you can go get Marilee.
So
it was 8 hours.
He's got to learn the spell.
Yeah, he's got to learn the spell, which will take 8 hours, and then after that he has to learn teleportation, which will take another 8 hours.
I thought he said he knows teleportation. He just needs to find the sigil.
Yes.
We could go to Euros right away. Or does he need to learn teleportation as well?
He has to find the book that has all the sigils in it, which is somewhere in the disaster of the books that are now both inside and outside the tower.
Okay, I can. Why Mike asked what he wanted. What he wanted us to have him do first.
Yep, I think I can help with that one. Is he able to cast minor illusion?
Yeah.
Right.
He looks at you like you're stupid.
Yep. Can you make an illusion? Well, I don't know what spells you have prepared. Minor illusion isn't everybody's bag. Anyway, can you make an illusion of that book? If so, I can probably cast locate object on it.
No, it's a book. It's not something I had access to before. It's not something I've ever seen. I just know it exists, and I know it's in this.
Gotcha. The way I heard that before is that he knew what the book was.
No, he does know what the book is. He just doesn't.
Yeah,
he's never
he
seen
now
it.
just has access to it. He never had access to it before.
Gotcha. This is above his pay grade. That was the part that I was...
He says most of this floor was above his pay grade. The only reason he had access to this floor is so that he could come up here and empty chamber pots without having to have them let him in.
Yep, I had interpreted the fact that he could cast an 8th level spell as him having access to here. That was my misinterpretation.
It's a 7th level spell, but...
sorry. You said 8 hours.
Power. He would tell you, as far as levels of spells, he would communicate that he doesn't actually know anything over 4th, even though he can cast 7th.
Oh,
because they haven't taught him anything over 4th.
They limit access to power for a reason, which is smart. Okay, Nope.
So that way, when they go crazy, they can't kill everybody.
Yep. So whatever we're gonna do for the next, I guess, 8 hours then is up to whoever. If we want to go and try and find a boy, if we think we can do that in 8 hours, but I mean, he ran off into the woods. We have no idea where he went, and our tracking statistics haven't been great.
So,
we spent weeks looking for somebody before.
Headed down to the first floor then, while Cohen tries to find what he needs.
Yeah.
We're getting early, is that right?
Well,
We can't for 8 hours.
We can't yet.
Oh, what are we doing first then?
I think we're gonna go to try to find the boy. Find
Fair.
Rudolph.
Yep.
Okay. So you go downstairs, you take the green teleporter back, or you take the red teleporter back down to the central passageway. You make your way back across the acid, and you find 2 more mages standing outside.
How do they look?
They look
They
calm.
look terrible.
They're talking to one another, but they look like they've had a rough night.
Hey, I got a question real quick. For when we saw the boy hopping on top of the hut, did we see? I mean, we obviously saw like things that he would have on him. Can't you do locate object on those things that the boy has?
No, it's 1,000 feet. He's miles away.
What if he's within 1,000 feet?
We watched him run further than that. The woods are further than 1,000 feet away.
It is a
We
pretty
watched him.
it is a
We
pretty
watched
craggy
him run
hilly
further than
hillside.
1,000 feet.
Probably not in the dark, but you did see him just tear off. You got
I
the
think,
impression when
honestly-
he left that he wasn't stopping.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, isn't it worth a shot to quicken this?
Well, here's the thing. I think honestly, what's
I
going to
would
quicken
blow
it
the
is
spell
still.
slot. Cast.
Don't worry about that. Don't do that. Because we'll need the spell slots for later.
I also, yeah.
But you can shapeshift into a tracker, into something that can into a wolf or something. You know what I mean?
I
Or
do.
a basset hound?
I think
I have done Basset Hound before.
I think that's going to be more.
Sure. I mean, I've never perceived this child before, so I have no idea what I'd even be looking for. I don't know what he'd smell like.
Yeah,
you
but
know
we
which
go-
way he ran and where his footprints are. You'd be able to pick that up pretty easily.
Yeah, we can go back to where our camp is and start where those tracks were.
Sure.
Are the 2 mages in front of us from this tower?
Yeah, they sure look like it. They're all beat up and bruised and bloody, and their gear is trashed. They definitely look like they came from
Did
this tower.
they have access to where Cohen is at the moment?
They do not. You guys are the only people who
Okay.
can get up to Cohen.
Okay.
So bad.
Even worse, it's an escort quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going to want to run ahead, and Rudy's just going to stroll back. I found this really cool tentacle beast. Come watch it crawl in my mouth.
He will get polymorphed into a rodent, and I will turn into a cat and carry him off.
Probably just tell them
Yeah.
to join the other
Watch
guy.
out for the acid.
Watch out for the acid and join the other guy.
They're really surprised that you're here and that you came out of the tower. They introduce themselves as Galrus and Stephus. And they ask,
Sup?
"Why were you in the tower?"
It is an extremely long story.
Yes. Were you asleep as well?
No, we fixed that. We
I mean,
were
this morning
sent-
we were.
We were sent to stop that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Cohen is upstairs.
Oh! Cohen is alive. Are the masters
Cohen is alive.
safe?
No,
They're dead.
I mean they're safe.
No, they're dead. One's over there.
Where's the body in relation to us right now?
It's,
Yep, that.
It's behind some rocks, just not too far away, maybe 50, 60 feet away. You know right where it is. They ask that question and all your eyes kind of just...
That's a joy.
One of them's taking a nap over on the other side of that rock.
Ooh, Thanik, ask them the question.
What question?
Do either of them know plane shift?
Oh, probably not.
Oh no, these guys, you can just tell by looking at them, they don't have that kind of skill.
Do you care about a young boy named Cohen?
No, not Cohen.
Rudolph.
Rudy, care? Yes.
He ran off, and do you know where he likes to hide when he runs off?
Oh dear, he ran off. That's probably not good. It's gonna be the moon soon.
Yep. So, has he ever run off before? And if so, where has he hidden?
Well, he liked a certain cliffside not far from here to the north, and he points off a certain direction to the north.
I am not persuasive, but I'm going to try to convince him to take us to that cliffside.
Is that in the same direction as that he ran off in the middle of the night?
No, but to get there, they would explain to you you'd have to go down the road, and then.
Oh, okay.
So it would.
So that might be a possible location of where he might have.
Very much so.
Okay.
So, you persuade him. He's like, I'm really in no condition to travel, but here, let me use minor illusion since we all have that perfectly easy spell to cast. and he pops up a little map of the countryside and he shows you exactly how to get there.
Hey, let's go.
Off to there.
Fennec, do you want to set a time or distance limit on this that we're trying to adhere to, so just in case, or?
I would say that wherever we go, we should be back in 8 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the spot that the two mages, that Stephus and Galrus send you to, are just it's not too terribly far, maybe an hour's walk. So you guys take an hour walk down the road, back towards the cliffside.
Mike, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. You had said 8 hours. Is that for him to learn the spell?
Yes. That's for him to scribe the spell into his spell book and learn it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is that for him to find the spell as well?
No, the master's rooms were for the most part left. They were blown up, but their stuff is all still in there. He thinks he'll be able to find that pretty easily.
Okay. I didn't know if you said 8 hours of just go do something for a day and come back, or if it was hard and fast 8 hours. That's what
It's pretty close to 8 hours hard and fast.
Okay.
So you guys head down the road, then make your way back towards the cliffside, and up at the top of the cliffside there is a small cave. And from the inside of it, you do hear the squeaking of bats.
All right.
At this point, I will cast Locate Object on whatever I saw on the boy last night.
All of the things you saw on the boy last night are down at the base of the cliff, and you missed them on your way up.
He's naked.
Why don't you just moonbeam everything?
Yeah.
I fully intend to.
Wow. Wow.
Oh no, a little boy's not going to have very many hit points. I shouldn't do that.
No.
Probably not Moonbeam.
So, you guys going in the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, you go in the cave, and as you go in, swarms of bats come flying out at you guys. And you continue to hear the squeaking on the inside. It's just a large one-room cavern, and you find up on a ledge in the back, you find a small boy kind of rocking in the fetal position, and he's got just bats crawling all over him, and he doesn't look like he's in too good of a mental state.
He looks like one of the ones who's still feral?
He doesn't quite look feral, but he definitely looks like he might be in some sort of shock.
Oh, that's not good.
That was not aimed at Big Harma. However, that is aimed at one of the bats on the boy.
What is that? What did you do?
Sacred Flame.
Oh. All right. So you cast Sacred Flame, and it comes down and it roasts the bat that you're aiming at, or one nearby. They're all over the place. So even if you missed one, you'd peg one, and he starts screaming, and he's like, "My friends!"
I think that persuasion check's going to be at disadvantage there, I think.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
I didn't know spells were coming out.
So spells come out right as Othig decides it's a good idea to start talking. So Othig walks forward, and then all of a sudden, when this kid starts screaming, and he leaps off this cave, and this naked, scrawny little boy just faces Othig, like belly to face, like right on your head, and he's clawing at you and screaming, and he's freaking out.
That's not good.
Well,
The bats are now all freaking out.
Bolo.
He's on your face.
I'm gonna wrap him up with Bolo.
I don't think you understand how a bolo works.
Before he does that, can he make a dexterity or a charisma saving throw?
Phil rolled initiative. It's a very nice initiative. He fails his charisma saving throw.
We're going to attempt calm emotions.
He calms down. He stops screaming, and he's like, "Mister, why did you hurt my friends?"
I'm just going to look at Othig and say, "Yeah, why'd you hurt his friends?"
Oh my gosh. I'm not even playing this.
I feel like we're all attacking Ryan tonight. What is happening?
Matt would apologize and say that he mistook it for the bats attacking him.
Oh, he's like, "No, they were trying to comfort me by putting bugs in my mouth."
Oh, okay.
Gross. Cohen's looking for you, and we want to take you back.
I don't want to go back there. Everybody there was trying to kill me. They hate me. They're all afraid of me.
It's different now. They were. Well, we'll explain to him the situation, why they were acting the way that they were, but then tell him that they're not acting like that anymore.
Maybe explain to him as if he's a child, because he's a child.
Right. I'm going to lean in by Mav and be like, if he doesn't want to go home, we could always offer contract.
Yeah. So
I was kind of thinking about that about the two mages before, but that.
Ryan, make a persuasion check. You do not have to do it at disadvantage because the boy is under calm emotions.
Okay.
And you're saying calming things to him. Oh, that's very good.
Hey.
19. So he calms
That's
down.
really good.
He's like, "Okay, but I don't know if you noticed, but I'm naked. I don't really want to go outside with no clothes."
Your clothes are down at the base of the cavern.
Would you like to be an animal?
I'll give him. I will literally give him the shirt off of my back.
Good man.
Get his clothes.
He's like, "This smells like beer."
Yeah, you should know up here.
It's like, "It smells like my dad."
I was gonna say, why do you know what beer smells like?
I'll laugh and pat him on the head and tell him it's because I like beer.
Oh, okay. Do you like beer so much that you'll hit me in the middle of the night when my magic accidentally goes off?
Oh, come on. Stop making it real. Why? Why?
No, I hope
Bro.
that's so sad.
Oh. Trauma.
Who does that to him? That's what I want to know. Who does that?
He's like, "Nobody that we need to worry about anymore. Let's go back to the tower."
Oh gosh, okay, let's go back to the tower.
Little boy, what is your last name?
Johnson?
Cool, thanks. That's all. There were some pigeons that were asking earlier, so.
AKA Von Richten.
He looks at you like surprised gopher. Dun, dun, dun. No, he does not. So you guys make it back to the tower, easy peasy. The two mages out there have been joined by a third one, a young lady named Penelope. So she is now out there as well. These are the only survivors of the tower.
The four of them? Five of them?
Congratulations,
Yep.
you are the new archmages.
As far as they know, they say there might still be somebody in there hiding here or there, but they don't think so. they can kind of all account for killing other people or seeing them killed.
Oof.
So, yeah, they're not doing so hot psychologically at the moment. The Bat Boy is doing better.
So we're back at the tower, and it's only been like a couple to a few hours, right?
Correct.
So can we just help with whatever this group of mages needs to kind of get their tower back and what they think they need to just help them with whatever, like clean stuff up?
Sure.
We are granite-backs after all.
Because I'm guessing we don't have anything else to do until Cohen scribes that spell.
You do not.
So I feel like Othix is just going to help them kind of help piece together their lives. And
Piece together their lives. How about we start with like boarding over the acid?
Just with wood.
I mean,
well, I feel like pumping it out would be ideal, but
No, this is useful. They'll use it later.
You guys start to talk about all these contraptions and the ways to fix the tower, and they're all just looking at you like, what the heck is happening? And then you just go to work, and you start doing stuff. And you put the tower back in some order, you help them find some things. It actually lifts their spirits quite a bit. One of the first things they do is they reconstruct in the living quarters area a small cage that was inside of a crate, and they put Rudy in it. And no. Oh, they need to, because he's going to turn into a bat tonight in just a handful of hours.
Do we know enough about lycanthropy to know if we can fix, not fix him, but, fix him?
I mean, we're granite backs. We can do anything.
You know that is a possibility, but it is super rare. No one has ever developed a cure for lycanthropy as far as anyone in the universe knows.
And we've dealt with it in a previous campaign, not granite backs.
Right.
But even the great Saint Cain couldn't fix her mutt of a friend.
I was more asking the question of if he has already turned, or if they just know that he's sick.
No, he's already turned multiple times.
That was where that question was if we can fix him before he turns into a full-time bat boy.
No, he would tell you he's been a lycanthrope since he was 6.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I would like to just contact the Weave Guardians and let them know, get them a status update.
Okay. They would contact the conversation back would be panicked on their end.
Yeah.
They're watching, the same type of stuff that this mage's tower is watching, and they don't see a good resolution coming anytime soon. But they're thrilled to death. They're thrilled that you have somehow managed to. Yeah, that's. I was waiting for that one.
That's the bat boy.
I don't know why it took that long. I felt like I had to at this point.
They're thrilled that there are certain areas that seem to somehow be unaffected.
Yeah. Phil would like to nonchalantly kind of ask if any of these individuals were important enough that they would likely get resurrected, and if so, he would like to collect those people and put them in one place.
Probably only the archmage outside who's taking a nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna collect him, and then half of the acid girl, obviously. But I'm gonna start collecting bodies and just putting them in one place, so that if it comes point in time for resurrections to happen, that we at least know where all the bodies are. And I'll summon a group of bloodhounds to help me find people.
Yeah, you do that, and they're very helpful in finding people, but they also start to chew on intestines and to do.
Oh no! I will smack their noses and tell them no.
They're definitely hounds. So time goes by. Yeah, the Weave Guardians also say that they sent another team north that they haven't heard from.
North to where?
They sent them to the Mage Tower as well. You weren't the only one sent.
So this Mage Tower, or the one north of Elenos?
To this one. This is
okay.
Yeah.
Was anybody sent to the one north where that other clear spot is?
No, nobody was sent there. Nobody knew that existed until after the cloud had pushed past Illinois.
Who were part of the team?
I don't remember their names, but it was two of the two that recruited you, and then they took some mercenaries.
Jenica and...
That's what I thought the woman's name was. I couldn't remember the dude's name, though.
Yeah. I'm blanking on his name at the moment. Yeah. I have it right here.
But, yeah, they were leading a team of mercenaries north. And
Jenica and Fellerin. Moreland, Jenica, and Fellerin.
Yeah.
But it was those?
Yeah. Jenica and Fellerin. And then a couple of mercenaries went north as well. And nobody's seen them. Or heard from them.
How long ago was that?
A week, maybe?
Mm.
So 8 hours is up. And... Cohen is ready to cast Plane Shift. And he wants to know where you want to go.
We want to go here.
In the Shadowfell. No, Shadowfell.
Shadowfell.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but as close to right here as we can, except on the ground.
He does say, you do know I'm going to have to rest after I cast this to get us home, right?
Uh-huh.
We have a hut.
Okay. All right. So...
he's got to come with. That's right.
He's got to come with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do we get home?
Well, Othe can just crit everybody.
Hold on. Fact-finding question.
He's stabbing himself with the butt swing.
Just the thought of that, completely absurd.
Yeah.
Tony?
Can before we leave and while waiting, can the four of us look for some information on the Shadowfell and if teleportation circles match up in other planes, if they match up in the real world, the way that we experience this tower? Filbert is trying to figure out if we can teleport to Euros in the Shadowfell.
Okay. You do believe, as long as the teleportation circle is active, that you could. However, you do know that the further the distance you go, the more dangerous it becomes, because teleportation magic is wonky. Plane shift is honestly a little safer, because you're not going far.
Mm-hmm.
You're just crossing a plane to the same location. At least this
Right.
version, what you're doing here isn't dangerous. But
we were going to try and teleport either way when we got back, so it would be just as dangerous?
No, it would be far more dangerous to teleport that distance and across planes.
Okay. I just wanted it as a last-ditch effort in case whatever we get stuck in becomes a big deal here.
It could be. So it's not bad to examine. So you find some information on that.
Yep.
So he
and then there's other mages here now, right?
There are other mages here. You watch as Cohen he gathers a few other people around, and he's like, okay, he's finishing the work, and he's gone downstairs now that you've told him that there's others around and helping, and he's brought a few people up, and they're looking for a box of silverware, he says, and he smirks when he says it. And Stephus finds it after a point in time, and it's a box full of forked metal rods, and each of them is labeled for different planes. And he's looking through them, and he says, "Oh gosh, all right, well let's just put that one away." And he wraps that one in a black cloth and sets it off to the side. Never want to go there. That goes to Avernus. The Lord's seat in the hells, so never.
Nope.
And he pulls out the Shadowfell one. And it's right next to the Shadowfell one. And he's like, Shadowfell, correct?
Correct.
All right. He's like, I'm just going to let you know I'm really scared.
Hey, Mav, do you want to write him a contract? If he survives, he can join the guild.
Sure.
If he survives, he can join us a contract. What a contract.
He
And
kind
we're
of
getting better at this every day.
he has the same sort of
Doesn't
reaction to that contract, and he's like, "I'm good where I'm at, thanks." And he begins to cast a spell. It doesn't take him long, and instantly you guys are in that blank, colorless place again. There's clouds like racing by, but they're really weird looking, and you hear just off to the side you hear a woman screaming, and you see an eruption of fire, and there are nightmare methods everywhere. Roll initiative.
That's my girl.
I guess I don't need to cast Locate Object.
You also watch as Cohen.
Did you just call Morelli, my girlfriend, an object?
No, but she has Object.
Yeah, she's got two nice ones.
Oh,
I thought that might come out of your mouth.
oh, there it
I'm
is.
so proud of you right now.
So you do also watch as Cohen collapses to the ground, and he's vomiting up blood.
That's not where that's supposed to come out.
There, boy.
Where's blood supposed to come out?
He says, "From nowhere, it's supposed to stay in."
From his butt.
Definitely not there.
Not the butt.
Not them, Papa.
All right, let's see. Not where I expected to fight these guys tonight.
That makes one of us. What do you mean? You don't anticipate fights out of your people that weren't supposed to happen for 2 more episodes?
No. I mean,
Adam got 3 natural 20s in a row.
Holy cow! He told me to roll something at advantage, and I rolled 2 natural 20s. And then he's like, "Roll another 20 just to see what happens." And it was another 20.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm so
in
upset.
3.5, that would have been an instant kill.
It was an instant. Well, he wasn't trying to kill something. He was using a knowledge check, so I just gave him all of the knowledge on that thing, which then
Yeah.
made one of their allies turn on him because,
Yeah,
well, it
it was-
made him find her out as a bad guy.
It was real bad.
I
Esmeralda.
still think that it should have killed something.
Oh yeah, Esmeralda turned on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I ripped her arm off, so that was great.
You did.
Because I rolled
boy.
another 20.
Oh man, that was that compound. That was soft.
Yep, it was. Same map. So, let's see here. Let's get all you guys on the board. Cohen is useless this fight. Marilee is way over here. You guys are all over here.
Do we have to protect him?
We'll see.
I'm going to go with no, unless something crazy happens.
I didn't want to ask at first, but I know that you told us in the past. So
Yep. You guys also, as you are charging forward, you notice a tall, slender-looking elf-like man in a purple suit, just on the other side of Marilee as well.
Oh no.
Did we know?
We've heard about this guy. Yeah, people have talked about him. He's the herald of the Nightmare Lord. People have talked about seeing him in their dreams, and the lady, my lady, Lady is Still Ours, told me about him.
Alright.
He's bad news.
So,
It's a nightmare,
Filbert,
Eldrin.
you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards Marilee, my whole 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will yell to Marilee, "Hey, girl, how you looking?"
I'm about to die, you stupid... You freak...
Hey, don't resist! And I'm gonna cast Polymorph on her, and I'm gonna turn her into a giant ape.
Question. Before he does this,
oh my god.
what is the
No, sorry,
ground
T-Rex.
we are standing around?
Oh yes,
This is hard, rocky ground that is similar to the ground you just came from.
T-Rex.
You do
Okay.
not
T-Rex.
think that is an issue.
Pigsaurus Rex. Let's go.
All Are you trying to do the Pigosaurus Rex, or are you trying to do
It's
an actual
the only
T-Rex?
thing I know.
Well, you have an idea of what a T-Rex could look like, so I could make you roll again.
I would like to roll. That's way
Do
more.
they take force damage?
Phil loves
No.
rolling.
No. Okay.
They can fly. They just fly out of the way.
Oh,
You want a luck roll?
Yes, please.
Bap. 12. Not bad.
It's not bad. So you get the pig again.
Yes.
It's this time though the pig has fangs, like big sharp.
As he should.
Yep.
That's a huge beast. So she's a 3x3 now. And with my bonus action, I will turn into a giant elk.
All right. So I need to bring up a T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Mirali. Mirali Rex.
And she's got 136 temporary hit points.
Got her. She has way more than 1 hit point now. I did good.
Yep, you did good. All right, then
that will, I guess, end my turn. Yeah.
You're up.
Hold on. When you have movement speed differences, do you take the higher or the lower?
What do you mean?
So when I wild shape into my giant elk form, my movement speed changes.
You
It
get,
goes
I believe it is the difference of the two.
difference of the two.
But
Whatever you moved. So if you moved 15 in your one form, and that was your max, and your max for your other form is 30, you get the 15 that's left.
Okay.
So your new form minus what you've moved.
So I would have
Is
the
it-
remainder of my 60 feet.
I know, it doesn't make sense, but that is...
I would have thought it would just the percentage that you move is. The
I
same.
believe they were trying to keep it from being complicated.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I like the percentage thing.
But
yeah.
I would say in this instance, you purposefully moved as far as you could to go, so you would have no movement left at this point.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
you-
that is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, but if you would have said I move half my movement and then changed, then we could have a discussion about what you got left. But
Nope, that makes sense. So I'm just going to heal myself and move on to the next person.
cool.
Ooh, that's a
Anna,
good heal.
you're up.
Good heal.
I'm looking at spaces.
space.
So that's 30.
Fine.
Looking at space.
These
He's
are the
just staring
Voyagers
up.
Starship in.
Starship Granite Back.
What was that show that used to be on PBS where the dude would talk about planets?
All of them.
With Laverne.
Is that
No.
who it was? I just remember being up at 1 o'clock in the morning when I was
Neil
like,
deGrasse. I remember.
Just spouting out stuff. I don't know.
Mavity Granite Back remembers. Pepperidge Farm.
I don't know.
I
He's not
will-
very intelligent.
Use Psychic Blast on one. Oh my gosh, I never upped the damage on this. Hold on.
Yeah, you should be rolling double dice now.
Yep.
Pump up the damage. Pump it up.
2D what?
2 to what?
Oh my gosh.
2D what?
I'm
I
opening
put
my
in,
window. Hold on. Hey,
I
you just
put
keep
in
going.
I put in the damage as 2d20.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
I was like,
That
that
sounds
something doesn't
beautiful.
look right, but I can't figure out what it is.
Totally
Hey,
want
look at that.
funniest
And then
damage.
we'll... Oh, does that hit him? Oh, good, it does. Hit him again. Oh! Manic is pissed.
Get off my girlfriend!
It's
All right.
gonna pop.
It does pop, and she's gonna get whacked for 13 necrotic damage. And T-Rex fails its saving throw against exhaustion. So T-Rex picks up a point of exhaustion.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. We found out when she comes back to her form, she'll be okay.
Yes, she'll be fine.
All right, so now it is the Nightmare Eladrin's turn, and he levitates up off the ground and floats over Marilee. out of the way of the T-Rex bite.
Smart.
Settles down. Can you make it that far? Right there. Right about there.
Is that a space?
Yeah. It's really hard to tell on this map, but it is a space.
It's not a space.
That's not a space.
It's a space.
Oh my
It's not a
gosh.
space.
You're between two spaces, but that's okay.
Jeez, harsh.
Not
It is
a
really
space.
hard to tell on this map.
It's super hard to
Why
tell.
are we
I just- I
all
just-
so aggressive today?
I don't know. You guys have been super aggressive and like off topic, unless you personally want to be on topic. But then when it's off your topic, you're right back off topic.
I mean, I know why I'm broken. Why are the rest of you broken?
So, let's see. Mav, you're getting a spell cast at you.
Oh, of course I am, but I'm into Arcana check.
Okay, it is a level 6 spell.
You're not gonna make me Arcana it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you
I
have
have no
dang it.
idea what level spell it
I'm
is.
sorry. Now you have to play
Do
appropriately.
Would I recognize the spell?
You would definitely recognize he's casting a spell.
I mean, would I recognize the spell he's casting?
No, you would not.
Actually,
Mhm,
I don't think it matters.
mhm, mhm.
Spell absorption. Where are you? I think he's too far.
It's not for me.
60 feet. He's too far for me.
Okay.
Alright, I'll counterspell.
Oh, wait, actually,
No, you're within range. I'm within range. So you have to be within range.
I can't select him. Why can't I target? Oh, there I am.
You're within
okay.
range.
I can. I may absorb it.
Okay.
Muddle it.
So you suck it up. And he is really unhappy about that. And you hear him mutter something about a spell eater. How delightful. Oh, think you're up.
I'm going to charge him. So I will go there. Take a bonus action to make one glaive attack with +5. Hey. Oh, that's a good attack too. And then I will use my leftover movement to move out of his range and not provoke opportunity.
Nice.
To right there. No, I've got way more than that. Way more than that. Not that far. That much.
Jeez, how much movement do you have?
80.
He's a fast little dwarf.
When I
Fast.
charge, 80.
His feet make that Scooby-Doo noise when he takes off.
Yep.
And that is all I will do.
All right. Well, then it's Nightmare Eldrin's turn, who are going to continue to swarm the T-Rex. And, two of them are going to... Actually, yeah, two of them are going to hit it because its armor class sucks.
Yeah, but my animals aren't all that beefy when it comes to armor class. However, it does have a 25, so there's that.
And she is going to take a combined 17 points of damage. And she needs to make 2 con saving throws. And she will make one and fail one.
We don't have the War Gong effect, correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay, it stays over our rest?
No, you
Last
took a long rest.
No, it,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right before you went back inside, he rang it.
And then we went and waited 8 hours, but I
yeah, I
don't
was
know.
saying, but we waited 8 hours.
Yeah, but it lasts a day.
Okay,
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
It's only really been like...
Mav, you're up.
oh, jeez, I'm up. Mary Lee should be at 10, by the way.
10. Oh, yeah, you're right. Totally. I forgot. So I'll do her after you, because she's just going to bite at
Oh,
methods and end up... Well, maybe I should do her first.
Mav's just gonna move his max speed.
Okay. So she gets to bite and tail slap 2 different targets. That's going to hit. And tail is going to hit. So she chomps down on one, and it blows up in her mouth.
But would it have done damage to her?
The first one missed.
Okay.
So we'll find out if the second one survives or not. And the second one will survive, so nothing on her end is unchanged. And yeah. Oh, I got to roll damage from it popping. She'll take 19 more damage and make that con save. Okay.
And
Mav, you can
18
go
misses the nightmare?
18. 18 does miss the Nightmare Eladrin. You watch as he it looks like it passes statically through him.
Mav is going to use his Wargon roll.
Okay.
Since he would not have definitely used the Divine Thingy-majig. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 will hit him.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Hey. And he will blow out the last 2 pieces of spell he holds. And... Oh, actually, he should have one more D6.
Sounds like a freaking geyser.
Jesus.
So he takes another point of damage.
Okay.
Woo!
Blow out the last 2 spells. So hilarious.
Alright, Filbert.
And that's it.
Filbert is going to charge the Eladrin. And
Yeah!
is going to make a charging trample attack.
Hoof attack! Attacking with hooves!
And did you put the effect on him for...
Yes.
Yes, it's on there.
Why were there 3?
Because you rolled 2 attacks.
I didn't, though.
But you
I
did.
must have, apparently. But a 19 will hit, so...
A 19 will barely hit him.
Alright, so I will deal damage, and then I will... Is he able to be knocked prone? That's a question. So
He is
will
not,
fail.
actually. It looks... You knock him prone, but he kind of like a weeble wobble. He just kind of like floats right back up.
Okay. So with the effect I have as a giant elk, if they fail the strength saving throw, I get to make my hooves attack. Do I still get to do that if he's not knocked prone?
I'll let you still make it your hooves attack, but he doesn't stay prone.
Okay.
So you don't get advantage at it. You start to do it as he goes down, but then he stands back up while you're making the attack.
Well, that's goofy. I will miss. So.
Okay.
And then, just for funsies, I'm going to move just outside of what I think his reach would be to test the waters.
Yep, he is going to make an attack of opportunity on you. You watch as he pulls his hand around like he's drawing a sword, even though he's not wearing one, and this really wicked-looking, long, very long purple blade comes out, and 23, I'm guessing, will hit you.
Oh yeah. I've only got a 15.
And it hurts your head when he stabs you with this. You take 33 points of psychic damage.
Stop it.
And Thanak is up.
I will move right there and make some attacks.
Now we're getting it.
He is gonna. You're getting it. Oh, just barely.
He's
Dude,
Actually,
make the roll.
I am. I'm gonna stop. That's okay. So I picked that up to roll, but I'm adding my gong to the first hit.
Sure. So you'll hit him because his AC is 9.
Yeah.
19, not 9.
You sure it can't be 9?
Let's please make it 9.
And then I will action surge and
Yeah, you will.
Hit him again.
That'll hit.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good
that's
one.
a crit.
Dude!
Oh,
That's a nice crit.
Dude! Wailed on that guy!
You are wailing on that guy.
really did get it.
That's my turn.
All right. So, as you've now pushed him into bloodied, you watch as like his skin starts to peel off in certain places, and black pulsing muscle lies underneath, and his eyes begin to glow a very unnatural like green color, and his tongue elongates and forks, and then forks and forks and forks again, and it all ends in little tentacles. His fingers become extraordinarily elongated with claws on the end of it. He basically transforms into something straight out of some of your worst monster nightmares, and everybody needs to make a...
Terror check.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
there will be
you-
that, and where it is a wisdom saving throw.
Can you add...
Yep. Bleed damage.
Gosh.
Plus, so it'd be 6 bleed, extra bleed damage. What am I rolling? What did you
Wisdom,
say?
please.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Nobody has made it so far. Oh, Marilee Nat won it. So everyone in the group is terrified of him. Beyond all reason. You've all picked up a point of terror, and you all need to run on your turn.
All right.
What are we scared of?
Mav will move all 30 feet.
I would say this is of nightmarish aberrations, not normal aberrations.
Are you adding it?
So,
We are already afraid of aberrations. This is different then?
Uh-huh.
yep. Let's see. So he has done his fear power, and then you watch as he starts to just laugh. This thing is just laughing hysterically, and a patch of darkness spreads out from him. Darkness you cannot see through at all. And inside of it, you feel things inside of it touching you and brushing against you, and everybody needs to make strength saving throws.
Everybody who?
Everybody.
Everybody.
It's even 40 feet away?
Nope. If you're 40 feet away, you're outside of it. So, Mav, you are outside of this 30-foot bubble.
Gosh.
Excellent. Mav likes that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thanak, you are not restrained, but you'll take 6 damage as slimy tentacles that are so cold when they touch you, they feel like they're burning you. Try to wrap themselves around you. You guys will take 6 damage. Phil, you'll take 6 damage. And Marilee blows that out of the water as a T-Rex will also take 6 damage.
Whoa.
And Thanak, you feel that he is not near you anymore. You feel him move away. You feel like he moved up, actually.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to get an attack of opportunity.
You would not be able to because you cannot see him. Okay. But you do feel a whoosh of air, and you feel like he took off. He is not next to you anymore. So
okay.
We're going to put him down over here for now. Whoop.
Well, how are we supposed to know which way to run if we can't see him?
Mav, you would see him pop out of the top of the dome of darkness. And now it is Marilee's turn. So she can't see him. So actually, because you can't see him, you don't have to run. But you are in a giant black circle of tentacles. So there's that.
Yeah, well.
So Marilee, as a T-Rex, is kind of freaking out. So she is going to, at disadvantage, try to eat the methods nearby.
I mean, I as a point of order, a terrified T-Rex should be doing more damage.
Enraged.
Mike agrees with you.
That's how big we're saying this is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
A little bit smaller than that, probably. But
Oh, because he gets both his bite and his tail, doesn't he?
yep, she
That's
gets bite
awesome.
and tail. The bite goes
Kills his
wide,
methods. Aw.
but she is going to slap that thing with its tail. So that's going to put an end to that one.
Batter up.
And con save. She will make her con save, so she'll only take the necrotic damage when it blows. That's 12 more to the T-Rex. Filbert, that was a very good call. She'd be dead.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You'd be getting that Revivify ready.
Filbert is really good at what he does. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
Othig, you're up.
So, I can't even see the last method then, right?
You cannot. You have an idea of where they were, but you heard one just go, and you don't know which one went.
Okay. Did anyone say anything about what direction to go to?
Nope.
Okay.
I am actually, because Mav can see him. I'm going to put the Eldrin back over here.
I'll just move right there.
Okay. You start running, and you get out of the bubble, and you do now see the Eldrin, so you are now terrified of him and need to continue to run. O'Malley gets to try and save against the fear at the end of her. But T-Rexes, that's a 2. That's not going to help.
I have to use the rest of my movement, you said?
Yep.
Do I have to charge, or just use the rest of my...
You would move as fast as you possibly can to get away from this thing.
Okay, 80 feet it is.
Well,
And action to dash.
yeah.
Yep. That's what we're saying.
Yep. That's how running fear works.
Would he have to accent church?
I think rules is written he probably would, however, I am not that cruel of a DM. So
That would be so much running.
The nightmare method cannot. The T-Rex is just thrashing around so much that it can't actually get close enough to hit it, and it goes wide. Mav, you're up. Ryan, you can make another wisdom saving throw to try and shake the fear off.
Okay.
Mav will run as fast as he can, as
That'll
quick
do
as he can.
Oh, nice.
Mike, I'm actually 20 more feet out from that.
Okay. Mav, that is not enough. Why'd you roll it at disadvantage?
Because I'm exhausted.
Oh.
That's awesome.
So you are still afraid.
Yep.
A skurd.
Scared.
I've moved, so I'm done.
Okay. Filbert. Elk it up, buddy.
I'm going to run at that method and I'm going to get it. I don't know where Thanak is, so I'm just going to run him over.
Make a 50-50 for me, because you know there were 2 and you don't know which one died.
Wouldn't I have heard it pop?
Well, then make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because there are mouth noises and sucking and slurping sounds coming out of this darkness.
Why? Why do you got to make it weird?
I didn't make it weird. Yes, you do know.
You made it eldritch, which is weird.
This is true. You know what? In my defense, the spell made it weird.
Yeah. That's why I don't use that one. I've looked at it several times and went, "That's a good spell," and then I go, "Ew."
Yep. Black slurpy tentacles.
Why?
They don't even have
Every
mouths, but they sound like they're chewing pistachios.
Like, that legitimately made me like a little like, ew, ick, can't. So I am at disadvantage attacking this thing, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Hadouken! Got him! Which means I get my ram attack. Potato! Let's go!
Alright,
Got him.
You blow it up.
I'm so proud of me.
Constitution saving throw from you and Mary Lee.
Ah, frick.
Gosh, she'll fail that one too. That's a 4. That's terrible. So she's at 3 points of exhaustion now.
Ooh, 14?
14 is enough. So
Alright.
Sweet.
Phil, did you make your Constitution saving throw for concentration?
Yep, they're all in there. You can check them.
Okay.
They're at advantage.
No, that's fine. I didn't know, so just making sure.
Yeah, I've been.
I always forgot it, so.
Oh no, sometimes I really look forward to losing my spell, so I kind of always check.
Filbert, you may now try to Not be afraid.
Oh, sweet. I didn't take any damage from it popping?
Oh, 15, sorry.
Thank you.
I thought I said that.
That's what I was waiting for. No. You just said Marilee will fail it and take exhaustion.
Yeah, she'll...
21 minus 15 is... Math is hard. I can't actually
6.
math that right now. 6. Thank you. Gosh, pudding brain, which means I need to make a Constitution saving throw, or we might not have a thing anymore. Oh, no!
Nope.
It's over 10. We're good.
Okay.
Good. That's barely good, but we're good. And then I will make a wisdom saving throw. Is that what you asked for?
Yes, please.
For terror?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's garbage.
Aw, that sucks. I feel like it forced
not
itself
enough.
onto that 7 from the 7th.
No. Conveniently, I'm in the dark, though, so
Do you
there's
have
that.
any movement left?
Yes, but I can't see the bad guy.
So pick a random direction.
Oh, I thought you said as long as we didn't have to see him, we didn't have to terror run.
No, you still got to flee the area.
Oh, then I wouldn't have been able to attack the Mephit, and neither would Marilee. Because we both failed it.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
You had said as long as we couldn't see him, we didn't have
Yes,
to run.
no, I did say that, because once his turn rolls around, you'll take more damage from the arms. You're correct. I did say that. So that
Yeah,
means it's
Filbert
Xanax
chose
then.
to stay in the tentacles.
Thanak, then.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Actually, first, Filbert, you need to make an attack roll on your Thanak friend as you go trampling over him.
Oh, you trample him, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just pushing him out of the way, but I guess... I mean,
And is
that
at
probably did some
disadvantage.
damage.
You can't see him, so I'm going to make it an attack roll. If you
Yeah,
could
we
see
got
him,
this.
yes, you could shove him out of the way.
No, I definitely can't. I'm just going to bowl him over. This is great. I assume I'm using this.
Oh, that's a nice time for everyone.
That's bad. Wait, that's not the right number. I need to roll this.
Yep, that's not a skill check.
That's a 4. No.
No.
Where'd it go?
You still didn't roll it.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Do I
but
still get the attack?
In this case, no.
Okay. I feel him and just move him.
So,
And I won't end my turn in his square, so he doesn't get
Right
all
on.
wishy-washy.
So, this is what the Eldrin's going to do. He's going to look around.
I didn't actually do anything for my
Oh,
turn,
you
so I'm
didn't.
fine with that.
It's-
I'm fine with that. So I just make a save
Yeah.
because I don't know what to do. I can't see.
Fair
Sit
enough.
down. The thing to do in the darkness is to simply sit down.
No, that's only if you're a female spellcaster.
Nope.
There's no saving with that. That's a 0. That's beautiful. I love it. So this is then what happens. The Nightmare Eldrin looks at Mav from across the way, draws out that sword, and it becomes a bow. And he takes a shot at Mav
Well, why are you shooting at Mav?
because you're closest to him. Othig
And you're a
is far,
spell
far away, and you're squishier, and he is
He
a very, very smart creature.
likes your kind.
Yep. He got excited
That's probably
that you were a
true.
spell leader.
And Mav, you're going to get shot for 22 points of psychic damage.
He wants to taste your mind.
And then he just keeps flying up into the sky. And you hear him whisper in all your minds, "I'll see you again soon." And he flies away.
A cool exit.
That is a cool exit. I just don't
As
like it.
Mav is running in terror, he lifts up his hand with only one finger there.
Appropriate reaction.
So as he flies away, it was his turn. So the three of you in the zone still need to make a strength saving throw. That's what the arms are.
I want to be like Korg and like run in and shout like, "Piss off, freak!"
Piss off, ghost.
Love that moment in that movie.
That's so
Yeah,
great.
it's
Really?
so great.
That's 2 in a row. Let's see if I can go for 3.
Yeah, Marilee's the third. I was waiting for a third dice, and I realized, it's my fault. She does not make it, and so actually, no, T-Rex strength. Yes, she'll make it.
I was going to say +9, I
Yeah,
think.
no, something like that. She'll definitely make it. I was like putting wizard strength in there. So you'll all only take 19 points of damage.
Oh, that's relevant, Mike. Were you using the Tyrannosaurus Rex's con for her con saves?
I was.
Okay,
So,
got him.
yeah, that was the only time I forgot that she was a T-Rex. So,
She's fancy right now. I might just leave her like this. She's way less back-talky. She's gonna bite me. She's gonna bite me.
oops.
Tail swipe you.
At least.
There. Okay. So the field drops. You guys are standing in the Shadowfell. Gosh, I'm doing it to myself now. And Cohen's kind of over down here near Mav, just kind of cowering. And he's like, that was extraordinarily terrifying.
And we can't see the bad guy anymore, right?
You cannot. He has flown off.
That's legit. All right.
It looks like he kind of straight up into the sky. Like that meme. I must go. My planet needs me. Yeah. Just gone. Very Superman-esque into the
by
sky.
Kal-El. How fun.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, we've got what we came for.
I was to say, get out of here.
Right, but we're stuck here for 8 hours, or for longer than that. We're stuck here for a long rest.
Make portal.
Make what?
And by portal, I mean a hut.
We could try teleporting to Elenos.
No.
Or to
It's
Euros.
more dangerous.
Yeah.
I had to imagine that through a plane shift as well. It's no bueno.
You would
Okay.
also have to find the teleportation circle.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
To go to a teleportation circle from
that's right.
when you're not using one is super dangerous. To go between
yep.
two fixed points is fairly safe.
Okay.
So you would have to find in the rubble the teleportation circle.
Oh,
of the
as we
tower,
look,
because
the tower's gone.
the tower's here. The Shadowfell version of the tower is just smashed and laying in pieces here.
I didn't realize that. So I will put up the hut, I will put up the Shriekers, and I will meld into stone. So
Okay.
we can at least sort of be safe.
You're gonna meld into stone.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's fine. I've been waiting for this so long.
I do this every time I cast my hut.
You didn't say that though.
I do.
He does.
I know you do it every time. I don't know if you said it every time though.
That's fair.
Last time he did, but yeah.
This is what the internet is for.
Where did you find that? Never
I
mind.
actually don't know where I found it. I found it like 3 months ago.
First we get Jurassic Pork, and now we have that guy.
That's pretty great. That is pretty.
Oh,
He's a little larger than dwarf, though.
Yeah.
I'm a little larger than dwarf.
Yeah.
True.
I am a halfty.
Marilee transforms back from being a T-Rex at some point in time. She looks like she's exhausted already. She had taken several levels of exhaustion as Marilee fighting those things off before the Eladrin showed up. So she's tired. She's hurt. She's beat up.
Okay.
I'm
But
going
she-
to heal her.
She is
Matt,
exuberant to see Thanok.
Mav is going to cast Bacon of Hope.
Bacon of
I'm
And,
the one that saved you.
And
Phil's just
then
like,
we're
where's my
gonna
hug?
healing out.
Your hug
So-
is back in what town is that in? Where our castle is?
No,
Marilee
I saved her
and Thanak
life.
can
I
take
deserve a hug.
me
No,
noise.
I think Filbert's actually going to say that.
Hi, Lenny.
I'll give you a hug. Thanak will give Phil a hug.
Good, I saved your girlfriend. I deserve one. And then I will... Oh, you're healing?
How are you?
You're healing, Marilee. I was going to use a... what the heck is that stupid spell called? I can never remember when I... Healing Spirit. Because you're using Beacon of Hope.
I
was
just
gonna
did
time
healer's
that.
kit.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, I will also do mine to get the 10 uses to give her 60 hit points if you're using Beacon of Hope.
Well, she only needs 40.
So
And
then I'll
she
give,
already got 18.
Great. I'll give the other ones to Thanak and Mav.
Cool.
No,
Or
don't
thinking
give it to
math.
me. Don't give it to me.
Oh, we're
They're-
getting it.
They're out there.
No,
for free.
no, I don't need it. I'm
Right.
full already.
I'm just
whatever.
removing all the hit points from the field.
Yes. Bam.
Fixed it, did it. Sleepy time. Let's go.
Okay. So while you guys are resting and what?
Can we collect the bodies of the dead mages so we can bring them back?
You can certainly attempt to find them in the rubble.
Are they an object right now?
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
Filbert's going to point them out.
You can roll that at advantage because Filbert is pointing them out.
There we go.
Well,
So it's a little bit better. I'm going to say with Detect Object, you don't have a ton of problems finding them. You do manage to find them. Cohen is sad and happy that you found them. It's that weird, like, I'm happy to see them, but they're dead, and it's weird that I'm happy to see them type thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you dig them out.
And we'll put them in a bag so they come with us.
You don't have a bag to put them in.
Oh, that's right. It's gone. Do we have just a backpack we can stuff them in?
I mean, you could take off their heads and stuff the heads in a bag.
That's all
We
you
have
need to
enough-
bring a person
we-
back?
we-
You
have enough
just need a
time.
piece of them.
we have enough time. We can rig up a gurney.
Oh, there we go. That's even better. That's
Yeah.
so much easier.
Because you have to wait a long time without sleeping this time around. So
Again.
you guys do notice that Cohen is in really rough shape. He's shaking, he's trembling, he's cold. He just doesn't look good.
Is he in rough shape mentally or physically?
Make
I mean,
a
probably
medicine
both,
check.
I mean, that's normal.
It's hard for you to tell. Probably a little bit of both. Looking at him though, and had you not just been around a bunch of people in the Underdark a few months ago that had been malnourished, you look like he's having the symptoms of rapid onset malnourishment.
Oh, that's
Oh, I mean, if he hasn't eaten in a few weeks, we didn't stick around for
Well,
our cousins to see what the effect of being awake with them is.
I'll give him some rations then. See if that helps.
Okay.
I can make good berries too. Those will give them a full day's nourishment in one bite.
Oh, yeah, that's a way better idea.
Do they? Is that what they do?
Yeah.
They do. One good berry gives you a full day's amount of rations.
Wow, I thought it just heals you for a point.
No.
It does,
No.
but it also provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for a day.
Wow.
So you
You'll
give him
probably eat all 10 of them.
You give him a good berry, and he barely chokes it down. And he's like, I don't feel so good. And then he removes himself from the hut and he just starts leaking from orifices.
Ooh.
Oh, he's hungover. That's all it is, guys. It's all right.
Yep. He throws up, bottoms down. It's bad news.
He's just got sun sickness. He'll be okay.
Does this look? Is this? I mean, does this look like this is something? I mean, does this look like this is something that he would recover from with proper rest and nutrition, or is this something where this is the side effect of sleeping and he's just like his body is literally just falling apart?
I would say with the medicine check you made before, you really just don't know. It's all guesswork.
Okay.
And he doesn't really know either because they only had a few people that they experimented on and they woke them up pretty early on. So
Can you cast sending across plane?
I believe you can. But I don't think anybody in the group has it.
Nope, that was
Doesn't merely-
Susanna.
Oh,
Nope.
that's right.
My girlfriend's better. And she's grateful.
So he does rest. The good berry did seem to help. He seems to recover a little bit as the almost 24 hours goes by, 16 hours goes by. He does believe he'll be okay to get everybody back home. So
Okay.
he starts the spell, and at first he kind of just smirks and starts patting his vest, and he's like, "Oh no, I didn't bring the fork." And then he starts laughing, and he pulls it out.
Filbert was about to polymorph him and eat it.
And he's like, "I've seen enough of the Shadowfell," and he starts casting the spell, and you guys all poof back. When you do, the other wizards are there waiting, and they're like, "Oh, you're right on time," and he just collapses to the floor.
I'll carry him to a bed.
He looks far more gaunt than he just was. There's something very wrong with Cohen.
And he looks worse off than the others do.
The others look normal.
I will ask him if he is going beyond his ability in his casting, or if there's something else going on.
He isn't very lucid at the moment. He tells you that everything he's done, he believes is inside of his ability.
I will attempt lesser restoration.
Do any of the other mages know what's...
They have no idea. They're a little freaked out, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Does lesser restoration have any effect?
It does help him a little bit, but not much. It calms him.
Okay.
You see a little bit of color come back to his face, but it didn't help a lot.
Okay, I will blow all 3 of my second level slots to him, just
Okay.
to see if it makes more progress as I cast.
Sure. Sounds good. It does. It has minor effect on him.
Okay.
Plus another 3.
Okay.
You got him too? Okay.
And then, 3 second level spells.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't have that. Never mind. I can't do that.
Oh, then I'll use my 3 third levels. So that'll be a total of 3 second levels and 3 third levels.
All right.
I would cast Beacon of Hope, though, just to make sure.
Sure thing. The bacon starts to sizzle. The greater restorations go out. There is a notable effect on him, but I don't want to give the idea that it has done a ton for him. It's
Right.
kind of like when somebody's been dehydrated for days and they start the IV, and you can tell it's helping, but it just this problem isn't going away in a few
That's
hours.
easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He is
But
in
I
rough
feel like
shape.
he's not at the store anymore.
You weren't 100% convinced he was on death's door before, but he was in a bad way. That's
Okay.
for sure.
And just because Phil is curious, does he think that polymorphing him into something make him feel better?
Yeah, can you polymorph him into somebody healthy?
I can certainly try.
You do, just from what you know with the polymorph, you do know that he probably would feel better while he was polymorphed, but you also know he's not going to stay that way, and he's going to go right back to this, which might be worse.
Okay. Yep. So that's not his goal, so he won't do that. Alrighty. Fair enough. We will leave him to his rest. And do we know if the what Mav, what are you? You're a Bastion, but you're part of what group again?
The sword.
Bastions.
The Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we know if they have an area around here? Because they're the healer, right?
No, that's the staff. The sword's
The church lost their area over here.
Oh,
and
we don't
demons
have
attacked
a
it.
monastery anymore.
and it is a pretty good distance from where you're at.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I say here, I mean like North Kren.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're
Where
here.
would-
It was here.
You would. I
Would
mean,
there
there would
be
be
any-
normally local temples nearby, but the closest one would be Mariasi, which is currently under the cloud.
So there wouldn't be any healers of note near-ish by in, say, Thivis.
Thivis is under the cloud now.
That's good. Which means whatever's happening bad. Okay. But nobody else seems to be as affected as this.
Nobody else seems, other than being, still somewhat psychologically traumatized and having some PTSD, nobody else is physically affected like this.
Has any of the other mages cast any spells? He
Yeah.
seemed to be doing better until he cast a spell.
No, they definitely have cast spells. I mean, they've been using their spells of mending and definitely some other higher level spells to repair stuff around the tower. And, it's been 16 hours, but the tower's in a quite a bit better shape than it was. There's unseen servants moving about, taking care of things.
I wonder what the deal is.
Gosh, this is insane. So, with Filbert's knowledge, like, Tony can't remember most of what you and I have talked about, just putting. Would he feel that he had any type of Fey knowledge around whatever effect this guy is experiencing that's different? Because he's supposed to know things about the nightmare, but I have no idea what he's supposed to.
Honestly, you don't know much. Nobody really knows much about the Nightmare Lord.
Yeah.
He was locked away millennia ago.
This is a long shot, but would I be able to... How did he scribe those spells into his own personal spell book?
Yes.
You think it's like a curse?
I wonder if it's like just some Archmage curse that they put on their own personal spell book.
Yeah.
They warded their book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are jerks.
Well,
What-
I mean,
What happens if
were-
you mention that to him? Does that make any sense to him, or does he have any reaction to that?
He would facepalm himself and say, I was in such a hurry. I never thought to check. Most certainly, the Archmages protected their knowledge. Oh. And he stands back up. He's like, we need to go now. I have to start the circle.
Is he going to be, like, okay?
No.
No.
I'm not.
no, he's not going to be okay.
No.
So he gets up from the bed that he's in and he can barely walk. And he leads you over to the teleportation circle area. And he begins the spell. And the teleportation circle flares up.
Oh, man. Mav, you don't have remove curse, do you?
No.
Oh, gosh. This guy's
Hop
gonna
in
die.
before it goes away.
You have a
Filbert's
minute.
Gonna just...
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
we have a minute? I thought it was only one round.
I think teleportation circle lasts a minute when it goes up. Because
Okay.
I thought it took a minute to cast, but it's only up for a round.
No, I don't.
But either way, we'll all
Yeah,
jump.
either way, I'm going. I ain't sticking.
It takes. Oh, it does last one round. Takes a
Oof.
minute to cast. So, yep. And then the caster doesn't have to be in the circle. Anyone who's in the circle is teleported. So, you guys are teleported, and as you go, you just watch as Cohen crumbles into dust. And you show up in an extraordinarily dark room.
You're a monster, and I love it.
Who's a monster, me?
You are.
I'm a monster?
I love it. That was beautiful. That was so well crafted.
I'm really glad you guys figured out what was going on. I thought that was
I
going to
don't
be
know
one
what
of those
hit me.
like
all of a
post-game
sudden, I was
moments.
just like, "This is from the Archmages. They did this."
And the
All
terrible part is Adam's here, so I can't even use it on his groups.
I gotta get going for the night.
All right. Well, then this will be a great place to call it quits. So I'll leave you guys
Yep.
right here.
Yep. Yeah,
And,
we're in a dark room, and we don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
'Cause
Fair
we
enough.
don't
You guys have a wonderful
know if we
night.
made it where we want to go. You too.
All
right.
Good night, Andy.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Night, Ryan.